Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Matt and it is Maniac Monday. I hope each and every one of you had a fantastic weekend. Mine was nice and chill, which is what I like. That's how I roll, is nice and chill. Um, how are you guys doing today? Are you guys having a good day so far? If not, I'm sad to hear that. That really sucks. Um, Now, on to today's movie. It's from, let's see, 96? It's hard to believe it's already been 23 years that this film has been out. It stars Harvey Keitel, George Clooney. We got Tarantino in there. We got Juliet Lewis. We got Danny Trejo. We got Cheech Marin. You got Salma Hayek in there. It is a top notch cast, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Yes, and that is From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, everybody, do you guys like this movie or what? This is a rip-roaring blast. It is a fun, awesome movie. Now, my release here is nothing special. I got the bonus with Full Tilt Boogie in there, which is a making of documentary of From Dusk Till Dawn, of the film. As far as special features go, let me get that over here for you guys. No special features that I see except for the bonus movie inside there. And as far as the movie goes, it's in one of these crappy recyclable cases. There we go. And there we go. We got the DVD there. It's a pretty standard packaging. Something that I'd like to get upgraded sometime. This would be a great one that Scream Factory or Arrow could add to their repertoire. I don't really see it over at Vinegar Syndrome or Code Red, obviously. By the way, I don't buy their stuff. It's too expensive for my blood, and their business practices are not for me. Yeah, I have a few of their movies. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing a Code Red title. One that I do like the movie, but they did a piss poor job on the quality of the film. Now, this one is polished to a brim. There's nothing bad about this at all. Couple of effects here and there, a little hokey, a little cheesy, because you could tell there's some early CGI in use there. And it doesn't hinder the film at all. You got the awesome acting. Tarantino is great in this. He plays Seth Gecko. He is a nasty, evil, molesting, rapist, psychopath, serial killer. And then you got Richie Gecko, or Seth and Richie. Yeah, Richie is played by Clooney. And I might have it reversed around. If I do, my bad. I'm sorry. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's human. He is also a psychopath. But he's a lot more cool around like doing things. He's a lot more level-headed, is what I would say. He's not going in guns a-blazing, balls to the wall like Tarantino's character is. Now, what is it about? It's about, okay, you got Seth and Richie Gecko. They are on the run because they just did a daring bank heist, and they are fleeing to Mexico. And on the way, they have this great little encounter with Michael Parks, who does amazing in anything he did. Rest in peace. That guy was just top notch. I always love seeing him in Tarantino stuff, and then of course in this for Mr. Roberto Rodriguez. Yeah, that sounded stupid, didn't it? So they're fleeing to Mexico. They have a hostage. They stop at this little flea bag hotel out in Texas in the middle of nowhere in the sticks. And while Clooney goes to survey the land and see if there's a way he can get through and get some food for him and his brother and the hostage. While he's gone, Tarantino's character decides he's going to rape and murder the hostage, which that was their one ticket that they had to get away, was they had a hostage. Now, as far as you go from there, they meet Harvey Keitel and his family with Juliet Lewis and oh shoot, I forget the young kid's name. He plays the adopted son, who he does a great job in it. He's wearing a pretty cool Precinct 13 shirt, which is a at the time was a special effects studio ran by Robert Kurtzman out of, I believe, Ohio. I could be wrong on that one, but for some reason that clicks in my brain. I got a chance to meet him years and years and years ago when he was promoting The Rage, I believe is what it was. Fun movie. I would like to rewatch that and review it for you guys. I don't own a copy, though. That's the one unfortunate thing. Not unless somebody wants to send me a copy, I'll go ahead and gladly watch it and send it back to you. Now, back to the story. He meets Harvey Keitel, Juliet Lewis, and the son. They are on their way on a family trip to Mexico themselves. Harvey Keitel is a former minister who has lost his faith in God. Because his wife dies in a horrible car accident, and she is left to suffer for 6 hours pinned between I'm guessing the steering wheel and the seat of the car, because that's generally where people get pinned down at. Not unless she flew through the window and got pinned that way. I don't know. I don't foresee this. A lady of such conservative value to not wear a seatbelt, so I imagine it's stuck between the steering wheel and the seat. What a horrible way to go. So he loses his faith in God over that, and he decides to take his family on a nice little vacation. They run into the Gecko brothers. Bad news from there. The Gecko brothers need a hostage. They take this entire family and they use them to get over the border into Mexico. And when they're in Mexico, well, before they make it over there, they have a nice little encounter with the Border Patrol, played by Cheech Marin of Cheech and Chong fame. And I forget there was a TV series he was in that was really popular. It was a cop drama. I can't remember the name of it. If you guys remember, please let me know. My mind is drawing a blank at this current time. I remember it being an okay series. I didn't watch it. I saw like a couple episodes or something of that nature. Now, so they have this encounter with him. They get over the border. They are supposed to go to a bar named the Titty Twister, which is fun. I like it. They get there. They're greeted by none other than Cheech Marin again, playing a bad guy. This time he's complete different facial makeup, different style hair. Everything about him is different, but you know it's him. And he has this epic little speech about the kinds of female anatomy that they have available in there, and it's quite hilarious and just kind of fun. They get inside eventually, and they're met by Danny Trejo, a younger Danny Trejo. He was like in his 50s at this point, which is still, that's, you know, whatever. That's the 50s are the 50s. It's not old, but it's not young. So they meet up with him, and he's a dickhead bartender. Blah blah blah. They eventually get served. Blah blah blah. After that, I'm not going to give you anything else about it because I want you guys to watch the movie. It's that freaking good. If you have not seen this and you're a horror file, shame on you. This is a required viewing, I feel like, and everybody that loves horror should more than actually own this one. It's that good. If you don't like this, I'm sorry. There's something wrong with you. Okay, now as far as what I would give it for my ratings on the technical side, this, like I said, this thing's polished. It is really done really well. There are some gaping plot holes in it. Nothing that hinders the movie enough for you to lose any kind of attention span or your how you feel about how the film is going. It's very, very well done. Now on an entertainment side, or well, on the technical side, I'm going to give it a 4. This is a very polished film, like I said, other than the plot holes. Now, as far as onto our technical side, this is one hell of a fun ride. From beginning to end, it never really gets slow. It stays at a nice steady pace, and the pace is a heavy pace. It's a lot of momentum behind it. It's constantly packing more punches and more punches. It's like a waylay. That's, you've been hit with so many punches, you just can't take any more. Now, so I'm going to give it a 5. This thing is awesome. So we're going to give this a 9 overall. This is how I feel about it myself. I think this is almost a perfect vampire film. The effects could have been just a pinch better. Cast is perfect. You had Goofy Tom Savini in there at one point playing Sex Machine. And that's why I call him Goofy in there, because his character has a codpiece made of a revolver that is just silly. It makes me laugh every time. That's all I can really say. I'm up over 12 minutes. I want to go ahead and get the hell out of here. Stop bothering you guys and let you guys get back to whatever it is you're doing. Get back to your day. I love each and every one of your faces. I hope you're having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. All that jazz. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I shall see you tomorrow for Terrible Tuesday. And like I said, I got a great one lined up, and it's one that I enjoy, but it is not a good one. Peace, y'all.